What's going on, everyone? It's your guy, Pat Bernard. Welcome back to the Nothing But Net Postgame Show right here on the Stream Punk Entertainment Network. And tough one for the 76ers. And again, without Joel Embiid cannot play the back-to-back, but we all knew that. We knew that was going to happen at the beginning of the year. And when you don't have Joel Embiid on the floor against the top-tier opponent in the East, this is the results you wind up with. You wind up catching a beating. You played against a Cavs team that's well dominated on both sides of the ball. Just two different tiers of teams. Now, believe it or not, the 76ers actually gave a nice little spurts of energy in the first quarter. But, of course, when it comes to playing 4 quarters of basketball, you knew that was only going to run out. Because Tyrese Maxey was carrying this team on his back tonight. He was the workload for the 76ers. I mean, 27 points. Really, really decent from beyond the arc. And of course, played decent on as far as being a contributor. And he had a decent game, but it was just, again, not enough. Making some difficult shots. I mean, the one play that stands out to me, just trying to make a cut to the basket, and he was just being shut down. But he makes a nice little layup there with one-handed. It was really nice, but again, just not enough against this team, against this Cavs team who plays very well on both sides of the ball. I mean, they played extremely well. I mean, their perimeter defense was on point. The way they kind of double teamed Maxey for a little while, the way they kind of double teamed Paul George for a little bit, led you to the guys who really are very inconsistent as far as productivity. And it was just not enough tonight. It was just not enough. I mean, how do you want it from this Cavaliers team? They were off the bench. They had guys contributing in double digits. Evan Mobley, just unreal tonight. 22 points, 13 rebounds, double-double for him, a monster. And, of course, that was the weakness point of this for the 76ers, not having Joel Embiid. And, of course, Nick Nurse running small there. And again, I get it. But then I see Bona in the game at the tail end of it. Why wasn't he more involved? Was he on minutes restrictions? I would imagine so. I mean, why weren't you going to? I mean, you were very thin and you ran small ball, and you don't until this game was out of reach. He goes with Bona. Why don't you put Bona in again? That's what I imagine what happened. So, and this is what happened to the 76ers tonight. The Cleveland Cavaliers, were able to smell blood in the water and just pick apart this team from inside out. Dominate them inside. And again, Cleveland with quick ball movement, really good stuff there. And it was we're just knocking down shots. Just knocking down shots. They were just as a matter of fact, I'm going to bring the cat up. Darius Garland, DeMarcus Garland, just 6 for 7 from the 3-point line. 26 points. 26 points. And the 76ers just did not have an answer. And this hurts. George Niang, that was probably the best play for the 76ers is when Paul George made George Niang fall on his backside. But other than that, George Niang himself had a nice little 3-point game, and he had 13 points off the bench. But, yeah, it's just unreal. It's just unfortunate for the 76ers. At least they gave a little bit of a dogfight, trying to push back, but it was just not enough. After the second quarter on down, this was just a a Cleveland Cavaliers game. And I didn't see Donovan Mitchell out there. I seen Dominant Mitchell out there. Dominant Mitchell, 19 points, played again 4 for 8 from the perimeter. Just picked this team apart. Just really did a fine job of picking this team apart. And again, you could do that without Joel Embiid down there. It's just day and night with this basketball team. Just day and night. And like I said, this team could be in a lot of pain. Dominant Mitchell, like I said, this Cleveland team shoots very, very well from the perimeter. They play defense on the wing. They got great defensive wing. I mean, they played really, really great on both sides of the ball, shutting down the lane. And again, the Sixers really didn't have an answer. Kelly Oubre really couldn't get anything going. Again, this is the world of difference when you play against the Hornets. And then you step up against a superior team like the Cleveland Cavs. Major differences. Cavs, man, they're tough. They're a tough young team. Showing you why they sit at the top of the mountain in the Eastern Conference. Now, like I said, maybe the world, it could have been a whole different game if JoJo was out there, but I don't know why. So, but yeah, the 76ers have to handle better business. They got to play better basketball. And we'll see how they respond. But, this is – you can't – like I said, Donovan Mitchell just played very, very well. Again, just the way he was able to make his drives, shoot the rock. Again, he was going to get his. Everybody pretty much on this whole entire roster, Jarrett had those battles with Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond actually put up 9 rebounds. But it just became too much for the 76ers, where they just couldn't compete. They just don't have the shooting that was able to match up with the Cleveland Cavs tonight. And that's a tough team out there, and they showed you why they are the top dog. Tough team to beat. But we're going to see what this team could do moving forward, the 76ers. And again, like I said, the big question for me is I see Bona getting onto the floor. He should have been getting some more minutes. This team is in desperation mode. There was, like I said, pockets of this game where I see this team, the Sixers team, running real thin as far as going small ball with Gershon on the floor. And no one really sticking the 5. There was opportunities I seen the Sixers playing the 2-3 zone. And that's something that Cleveland actually does. They go to 3-2. The Sixers go 2-3. Cleveland had 3 guys on the perimeter in a great defensive mode. And it was hard for the 76ers even trying to sling the rock. There was a couple opportunities. I've seen, again, we all know the Kyle Lowry role right now. He's just a facilitator. He's just trying to facilitate, and trying to find guys open. But still, the Sixers need more shooters out there. And tonight was one of those nights they needed a Kelly Oubre to be on fire. So, again, guys, I want to kind of know what you guys saw out there with the 76ers. Again, Tyrese Maxey kind of holding the fort down with 27 points. Again, just trying to make his nice cuts to the basket and making some difficult shots. But it was just not enough. Just not enough for this kid to get things done. Paul George only with 11 points. That's not going to be good enough. I mean, he had a couple of nice elbow jumpers with a nice mid-range game. But, I mean, this Cavs team is just young, and they figured how to listen. The 76ers the Cavs looked at it. As long as they could put their double teams on Maxey, put their double teams on Paul George at times, they don't have a plan B as far as scoring. Now, you need like a Kelly Oubre to be on fire. You need one of these guys to come out of the, KJ Martin, a Ricky Council. But those guys are just not consistent enough. Because then, like, you're kind of relying on the Eric Gordon's are kind of trying to show you some flashes of his prime, what's left. Kyle Lowry's just not the same basketball player. He's not that fearsome opponent from Toronto. But yeah, the 76ers need – it just sucks. It just sucks. I was hoping, like I said, they start the game off well. But again, they were unable to keep their foot on the gas pedal without this. Now, Caleb Martin had a couple nice moves throughout the course of this game. But again, that guy's getting a bunch of minutes that he doesn't need. But what else do the 76ers have? What else does the 76ers have? That's what Nick Nurse is telling you. What else do I have? What? I mean, it's a shame. The 76ers are missing their best player. The 76ers are missing one of their best perimeter shooters. This is what you're stuck with. Young team. And like I said, Donovan Mitchell dominating. Again, this team shot the lights out from the perimeter.
It's gone.
This team shot the lights out from the perimeter. DeMarcus Greenland, 6 from 7 from the perimeter. 6 for 7. The 76ers just left pockets for these guys to unload. And they were the 76ers as far as we're just didn't have it. We're just getting, the Cavs just there was no match for them. They were being outmatched by the Cavs. Height, skill, talent.
Mommy.
Daddy.
Hey, Daddy.
So, again, 76ers need to the 76ers just didn't have an answer. Painful product tonight. One-man show tonight pretty much for the 76ers. The bench was ice cold. And pretty much Nick Nurse, he was ready to bring in the mascot to come play. Nick Nurse was ready to come. He unloaded tonight. He unloaded that bench, looking for any kind of desperation help. I mean, he brought it. I mean, he was brought everyone from the bench. He was bringing the mop boy, the broom boy. He was bringing the mascots. I mean, he was starting to grabbing fans from the stands. I mean, anybody that was wearing a Sixers jersey, I guess. It's tough. And this is – but this was – if you thought the 76ers were going to win this game, I mean – it was tough. It's tough. We all knew what we were going to get ourselves into dealing with a team that's really good on both sides of the ball. But and they showed you. I mean, they got great perimeter defense. They took away everything that the 76ers were trying to shoot at them. This is one of the games we needed the Kelly Oubre to come through, and it was just not going to happen. Ricky Council was trying to make magic happen from the perimeter. Then you got 1 3-pointer in. Yeah, it's tough. Wherever the 76ers, it was like the big tic-tac-toe board. Wherever the 76ers had the circle, they put the X up. I'm sorry, wherever the 76ers put their circle, the Cavs put the X and just shut it down. Good ball movements, find guys open, and unloading. That was the Cavs game. So, again, 76ers fans, if you're watching this game, let me know, what did you see? Chime in through YouTube, through Facebook, through Twitch. If you're watching through X, if you're watching through Twitter, what did you see? It's a painful product. 76ers missing 2 of the 3 best players on the field, on the floor. And they got walloped for it. 76ers get walloped tonight. Well, let's go. It's tough. So, obviously, for the 76ers, I want to give my MVP. He's going to be Tyrese Maxey. The grades I'm going to give the 76ers. I'm going to give the 76ers an F. Now, again, just not enough. Just did not have enough in the tank. All right, well, let's go around the NBA today. Starting out with those LA Lakers taking care of the Sacramento Kings, 103-99. Tough one. Orlando showing you who's the team in Florida, winning 121-114. The Grizzlies winning 128 over 112. The Utah Jazz with the upset with the win of the Brooklyn Nets. The New York Knicks taking 104-93 over the Pelicans. The Milwaukee Bucks winning 112-101 over the Wizards. The Celtics. Boston Celtics winning 123-98 over the Chicago Bulls. $114-91 right now. The Spurs will take this over the Trailblazers. Game. Your NBA game of the night. The Dallas Mavericks facing the Clippers. Dallas Mavericks are going to win this one, it looks like, with a minute 38 seconds to go. Winning right now 108-96. Detroit Pistons right now out there in the sun winning 103-91. Still another whole quarter of basketball to go out there in the desert. And, of course, here goes a game that's going on. I forgot to mention. Only 3 minutes left. Tight win. Tight game going on. 94-99. Golden State is winning right now against Minnesota. And, of course, the 76ers lose 126 over 99 to 99. Cleveland put this game out of reach to the point where, all the backups starting to get a lot of playing time for both teams. Yeah, tough call tonight. And like I said, my grades is just an F. Other than Tyrese Maxey, no one had an answer tonight. Nobody had an answer. So 76ers fans, where are you at? How you feeling about tonight's loss? Major difference when you go playing from the Charlotte Hornets to playing the Cleveland Cavs, right? Major difference. And you've seen it. Scoring opportunities for the 76ers guys was slim to none. Other than Maxey. And, of course, my player, like I said, he was my player of the game was Tyrese Maxey. 27 points. Just did a decent job tonight from the perimeter. Great. Had like 5 assists tonight. And that would be your game. So the 76ers lose out there in Cleveland. How will they respond? Well, guys, we have I believe a game on Monday. Can the 76ers bounce back? I think they can. They should have the big guy involved. Of course, you have Joel Embiid, Maxey, and Paul George. That's a deadly combination. So, but we're going to have to wait and see. But, guys, stay tuned tomorrow. The Pat Bernard Show with special guest Roy Burton will be in the house. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, I'll be talking a lot of Eagles, Flyers, Sixers. I can't wait. And then, of course, we have the Eagles postgame show with myself. Rock Hoffman will be on the show with me. And, of course, Big Swerve. And then at 9 o'clock, it's going to be the All Across All Time, and I will be talking Philadelphia Wings. With the Philadelphia Wings winning back-to-back games. But, guys, I want to say thank you so much for tuning in with me, your guy, Pat Bernard. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everybody.